another day. What is it? Tuesday today. All right. So GJ, we made this last lower high, right? So I like to mark off my lower highs as in lower highs that are in an impulse leg, not lower highs structurally. Okay, let's get that clear. So you have a lower high right here that I define by just looking at where price created resistance. And I define that by a bullish candle and then a bearish candle. You have it again, bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle, bullish candle, bearish candle. This is the last lower high, or we should say this is the last resistance that was created on the 4 hour. So because it was, for the moment, my bias is still bearish. So we would, because the 4 hours are still maintaining lower highs, we'll be looking for a break of 15 or 30 minute support for sells. However, I see where we are. I'm not going to do the same mistake that I did up here. And I was just like, it's because of the zone. No, you always got to prioritize price action no matter what. So this 4 hour candle closes in an hour. If it closes like this, it will be a higher low. Now, if that happens, there's a chance that it could continue bullish, but at the same time, I wouldn't suggest entering in buys until this resistance breaks. Because you don't want to go against the 4 hour flow until it tells you, okay, I'm ready to go. We see where this area is. You see how the daily really used the same level heavy, right? So super possible. Oh, this is also a monthly level, isn't it? Yeah. So this is a monthly level. I feel like if this was like a few weeks ago, even a month ago, or honestly, even if I didn't, because I'm trying to be more disciplined. So it's like, yes, the area is extremely strong, and there is a very, very high chance that price will just completely reverse from here. And by that, I mean, again, current structure for the 4 hour is more so bearish because the last thing we did structure-wise was create a lower low, right? So this was like its last lower lows, and then we broke this, whatever. But yeah, if price does break this area, what it's going to be looking for now is like probably just come to a 38.2 area or more. If it passes 38.2, it's a good chance that we could come all the way up to here, right? However, based on 4 hour structure, even though this is a counter trend, we are not going to be on our way to this target unless we break this level, because this is 100% level, right? So this is when we talk structure, like structure. So if price does break this level, then we're just going to keep an eye out, right, to see where it could potentially reverse from. Because and this is the thing, if the 4 hour starts making higher lows, I can't then just say, okay, I'm going to look for a 30-minute support to break to come back here, because now the 4 hour is creating higher lows and I got to obey that, not the 30-minute. I can't just wait for the 30-minute. So when this starts to happen, I got to wait for the 4 hour to break, or after we come up to an area like, honestly, I really like this level because it's 61.8 and plus it's like really close to this weekly / monthly level. But this is all hypothetical, right? This is all if this resistance breaks. Aside from that, if that never happens, I will just be looking for my plain old, just mark off the last support that was created. And I'll just be waiting for a support to break so that I know we're ready to continue bearish. And then my new take profit, if I had to update that, would be will be right here. Then this will be my next target level. Now for gold. So the 4 hour is still respecting the same level that I drew with this random line. The same level is being respected and tested. I still have a bearish bias on it because the lower high is being maintained and it hasn't broken it yet. Again, because this is a high, then we have straight up all lower highs, and both of these were tested. Like, and then it's also respecting this trend line. Last break we had, you could put it right here. You could put it right here based off of this, or based off of, I personally would do it based off of this, right? Because we had bearish, bullish. That was the last support we created before we started breaking this level. So I still have a bearish bias because, again, the last thing we made was some lower lows, and now we're maintaining lower highs. So it makes sense that just stick with the pattern until the pattern breaks. I'm in sells on my demo because, you know, finished the other account already. So just gotta chill and wait. Ideally, the stop loss would be above this wick, right? Because yesterday I was watching this. We came up to this level, and then I put this support level based off of this bearish candle, and then this bullish candle, right? That was the last support it made. Actually, the support could also be found right here between this bearish candle and this bullish candle, right? So it's like it could go either way. It's just as long as you know what you're looking for. And then we had this break, and I was like, okay, cool. And then we came all the way up, but we never passed this level. So this is like the main stop loss, right? If price breaks this level, then, you know, I don't think the trade will be going bearish anymore. But yeah, for now, I still have a bearish bias on gold. Someone mentioned something about EU. So remember when I saw this higher high created, you know, after all this consolidation, and I was like, I think that's a hint. That's a hint to say, now that we've created a higher high, the next thing I'll be doing is waiting for some sort of higher low to form. But before I did that, I had to actually wait for price to start flowing back in my favor. All right, so we had this higher high. Okay, we made a lower high, and now I'm just waiting for lower highs to break. After we get a break, I'm in that. Then we come all the way to the negative 27%. And then, so on the daily, I believe we are already bearish. Yeah. I didn't want to do this much analysis on this pair, but it's all right. Okay. Okay. So 38.2, 50. So overall, we're making lower lows and lower highs on the daily. So that being said, when you start to see the 4 hour break support, so bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, we had a break. That's when you know, okay, boom, I already had a break of the 4 hour. Now all I got to do is wait, like do the same thing on the 30-minute now. You have to wait. EU moves a little bit differently than GJ. So the way I trade GJ, I would kind of have to probably, I think when it comes to EU, I was definitely more so on like the 4 hour and 1 hour because price moves slower on EU than GJ. So you see you have higher lows, higher lows. That was not a higher low. I'm sorry. This was not a higher low. Let me stop lying. This is a higher low. This is a higher low. We had a break. I mean, you really could have. Look, this was also the 38.2 level. And because it was a 38.2, that just means it's a PRZ. You can zoom up on it and see, oh, since price hit the 38.2, we made support after, you broke it, you could be in this trade from here. And then the take profit would have been, I probably would have put it at the negative 61.8 just because I knew that we were overall bearish. But yeah, once that four, you see the difference that happens, right? This entire time we're maintaining these higher lows, these supports being created on the 4 hour. But when it breaks, now you know, all right, sells have taken over. I don't need to look for buys anymore. So yeah,